In addition to these, topsoil also has a small stone called gravel. The topsoil in the particular graphical area may contain only one kind of rock particles or a mixture of two or these layers. Sandy soil has lots of sand in it and very little slate and clay. It is found, for example, in desert. It can hold air but cannot hold much water as water drains quickly through the large space between the sand particles. So, you need to recall this paragraph because this paragraph is literally very important. Sandy soil has lots of sand in it and very little slate and clay. It is found, for example, in desert. It can hold air but cannot hold much water as water drains quickly through a large space between sand particles. On the other hand, in a clayey soil, which mostly contain clay, water drains through very slowly since the particles are very small, tightly packed, and this type of soil is not able to trap enough air for the root of plants. The best topsoil for the growing plant is loam, L-O-A-M, loam. Loam is a mixture of sand, slate and clay and also has humus in it. It has right water holding capacity for plant growth. One thing that you need to understand, if any type of particles of soil having capacity to hold water, hold air, then plant exists in it for long duration. The survival of plant are only depend upon the capacity of holding water and air, okay, of soil particles. So as compared to the sandy soil, clayey soil and loam is the best one for the growing plant because it consists of it is a mixture of sand, slate and clay, and that has humus in it, and it has the right water holding capacity for the plant growth. It also has adequate spaces between the soil particles to trap air required by the roots of plants. You can see a activity which is activity 3 to find out the proportion of a different solid components in a garden soil. You can see how humus, clay, slate, sand, gravel are present. Okay, see. Okay, now let us see that the particles of different size in the soil separated out form different layer in the beaker, and at the bottom will be a layer of gravel which has the heaviest particles. Above this will be the layer of the sand, and then layer of slate, and the top layer consists of clay, and the humus being lighter than water float on water. Okay, so these are the things that makes a different from each other. By noting the depth of the different layers, you can find out the relative proportion of each in the soil and perform the same experiment within the soil sample taken from the different place for the playground, river bank, forest, wasteland, etc., and the study for the proportion of solid components in it. Okay, so this is all about the types of soil. It is not right that a type of soil is not good for plant survival, then it is worthless. It is important for different kinds of work. For different purpose we can use different type of soil. Okay, so every particle of soil are having their different characteristics, and that can be used in a different purpose. Okay, next topic is properties of soil. After soil profile and types of soil, we need to discuss about more important topic, which is properties of soil, in which the first property is percolation rate of water in the soil. Let us see. If you spill water on the cement floor of your house, it stay there for a long time, because if you spill water on the ground outside the house, it is quickly get absorbed in the soil. It means that if you put some amount of water on the surface of table, that exists for a long time, when you put some amount of water on ground, that ground, it means soil, absorb it quickly. This is because water can percolate into the soil, absorbed by the soil, but not into cement or not into table. Does water percolate through all type of soil in the same rate? It is very important question that does all type of soil, does water percolate through all type of soil at the same rate? Let us see. Take three similar mineral water. We are going to discuss about an experiment which is necessary to discuss. Take a three similar mineral water plastic bottles. With the help of an adult, cut off the top of the bottom of each, and so you are left with the three similar hollow plastic pipes. Okay, you just cut it the top of the bottle and make a three hollow plastic pipe that collect into 2 kg of each the different types of soil sample. Place each pipe in the soil sample so that it is about 2 cm deep in the sample. Measured out to 200 ml of water and pour into it the first pipe. Measure the time that taken entire water is percolate in the soil. When you put water into three different type of soil, then you need to keep in mind about time. At what time taken to absorb each and every molecule of water, okay, into it. There is one important formula in this activity, which is percolation rate. How can we calculate percolation rate? Percolation rate is the ratio between amount of water percolated upon time taken. Okay, for example, if it takes 10 minutes for 20 ml of water to percolate, the rate of percolation is 200 ml upon 10 minutes, which is 20 ml per minute. It means that this type of soil percolate 20 ml of water in 1 minute, absorb 20 ml of water in 1 minute. Okay, rainwater that percolates through the soil collect above the bedrock, and this natural level of groundwater is known as water table, by which we access water through hand pump for our drinking purpose. Okay, for today it is enough. You need to revise this chapter. I hope you are already making your notes, revise previous chapters, and be ready for your first online examination. Whatever the portion chapters of examination, please revise it, and I hope you can also solve the exercises of that chapter, because which help you more in performing good examination. Okay, just focus on notes, reading facts, concept map, exercises, MCQs, for better performing in upcoming online examination. Thank you.